Hey there, fellow architects and builders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Darkest Ages. Episode 42, Forging Ahead with the West Bridge. So, I think we've probably conservatively killed maybe half the shamblers. And we could take on the other half tomorrow morning. Do they trigger the saw corpse debuff? No. Because they're, like, not human anymore. I mean, technically they are, but they don't trigger that, fortunately. Oh, the volcanic went away. Nice. That was testing my patience. This door still open? Yep. We're down to about 200 hay grass. Okay, I think we'll make it through the winter for animal feed. Looks like we have a lot of bioferrite in the harvesters, which is great. We'll be able to make components and the like with it. So the next leg is about half done? No, about a third done. It'll be a minute. And once the corpses are done being removed, I'll have the archers go out for another bout. It looks like they are really wandering through. A lot of them are like almost off the map tile. They're over here. All right, 9 in the morning. Let's go. And what I'm doing here is I'm just having my archers do it. I'll have my brawlers do something else. I no longer have marksman command, but we'll start working on culling their number. I don't really need shards. I have like 16 or whatever, but you know, they're horrors. We should kill them if we can. So by my count, or what, 28 left out of the 64? Not bad. We're definitely pissing them off, though. I'm gonna have them fan out. Oh, interesting. I really thought they would have chased the north group, but they're... maybe I don't know who they're chasing. Come on, guys. There we go. Hit your targets. There's only like 5 left. And then there's this group. There's maybe 15 over there. Something like that. Not bad. Range dominance. And the brawlers should be cleaning up the rest of the corpses and tidying up. So the brawlers now, I'm going to have everyone... They're going to be set to close, and everyone else is going to be unrestricted because by the time I undraft, the threat should be cleared. Okay, I think that's everyone. All these people standing around, there's maybe hope that I can get some wood hauling done before they all return home. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, that was pretty good. Because we're completely out of wood back home. How much wood is left out here to be hauled? Oh, like thousands. Okay. We're going to do a highest priority haul. We're going to continue the high priority haul that we had going on. And I'll even add Avalka to it. So Lillian's going to be the cook. So Lillian cooks, everyone else hauls. Trying to up our wood supply. It's almost the end of the winter. But we're still going to want to keep the wood going, because that's like how we cook, how we smith, all the torches, so how we illuminate. It's a lot. The corpse zones... Yeah, okay, the corpse zones do cover this part of the bridge, so we should be able to clear the corpses there. Because I don't want long rot as we work. Does the new pet haul? Yes. So, Serenity and Dom, you're going to be unrestricted to haul wherever you want to haul. Leg is almost halfway. Well, I will say, changing the anomaly intensity definitely had an effect. Last stream, we just had human raid after human raid. And yeah, this one, we did have that siege, which was a little weird. It kind of broke, got bugged. But most of the enemies, most of the threats have been anomaly ones, which I'd prefer. All right, what are you guys doing in here? I think it's because the outside of the map tile has been so overly grazed that and the volcanic winter certainly didn't help things. So the only sources of nutrients is like within my fort, and the wild. Oh, yep. All right, let's close that door. You ate an entire stack of Rafflesia? No, you ate 2 stacks of Rafflesia? The hell? Good lord, that's a lot of petals. It must have, like, basically no nutrient value. Yes. 0.01. So, yeah, okay. That's annoying. Oh, is this guests? No, they're not guests. They're visitors. Travelers. Do glow stools... Yeah, they grow slower than oak trees. I mean, if we extrapolate the timescale there, Like an oak tree IRL, let's say, is like 100 years. Glow stools are like 120 years to grow a mushroom. Okay. Good lord. No wonder I've not done alchemy. I'll need to plan bigger grow stool farms. The problem is I'll need to incorporate steam geysers into them, because they need to be dark and heated, and steam geysers is probably the best use case for that. But it's not my priority right now. My priority right now is finish the bridge once we're done with all the hauling. And despite the fact that they spent... Oh, here we go. Here's some guests. Despite the fact that they spent the entire day hauling, I really don't have that much more wood. So, of these guests, do we want any of them? Not a bad shooter, but Misandrist is maybe not going to mesh with us all that much. So, like, maybe, but I'll revisit. Roblo. Chemical fascination? I don't need... No thanks. Creepy breather. You're interestingly not terrible. I mean, people are going to want to be around you. But you're super immune. You're a fast learner, and you have a shooting passion. So, yeah. I doubt it will work, but yeah. Winifred. Lazy Gourmand? No. Arlette. Abrasive... No. Wow. Yeah, you definitely have a social skill of 1. Abrasive, ugly, misandrist. I think everyone's probably a rival. Yeah. Everyone that has ever met you has wanted to punch you in the face. Congratulations. Let's just say she has a rusting witch face. So if we're trying to entertain one person, I do have entertainment as like a 1 for everybody. So everyone's going to try to make friends with that one person. But everyone else is going to get essentially ignored. The trick here is I am nearly out of vegetables. So as soon as I run out of fine meals made of rice and meat, I'm going to have to shift over to like meat-based meals. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. And I'm bad at doing stuff like that. I often forget. So I'm trusting you all to remind me that I do not have a source of vegetable available. Because I don't want to fill up the entire hearth with like 25 days of 25 days of heat, I'm just gonna do a like 4-day campfire instead. Or 2-day campfire, rather. Stopgap measures. And I'm doing the same in my other hall. I wish you could put the hearths out, but you really can't. You're just sort of, like, stuck with them roasting you. Alright. I'm gonna pull the high priority hauling off. We have 1,300 wood. That's good enough for now. And we'll try to complete the bridge. Well, do more of the bridge. Armorsmith. Cool. And the one I'm trying to befriend is Nertons, the Outlaw. He has got... He is glamorous. Look at that. Like a male, you know, hair and beard conditioner model or something. Bummer. Hobo Robin Hood. Okay, what do we got here? Old clothing gets sold. Yeah, that's about it. They don't have anything I want. And, I guess I'll sell the padded helmets, because I think we moved away from them. Good enough. So our builders are back to taking a look at the zoning. The close zone allows them the entire access to the entire bridge. So we are going to be finishing this bridge as best as we can. We don't have a lot of quarrymen anymore. It's really only Klein, which is brutal for Klein because he's going to be solely responsible for sourcing the stone. Unless, there is a caveat here, unless we start hauling granite again. I think we're going to have to if we want to finish this project. And it kind of sucks to have to haul granite in, but I don't see a better way to get what we need for the construction. So, setting some of the granite closest to the bridge to be grabbed. Normally I would be bothered by fires in here, but it really didn't spread anywhere that I care about. How's leg number 2? 19 left? Come on, just finish. I knew I had that sinking feeling that I was going to catch him doing something stupid. So the next one I'm going to give is to the archer. Why the archers over the brawlers is if I can kite with the archers, that's better. So... Jinja. Well, what leg was it? You're right. Feel like how in real life, like old people get hip replacements. I'm replacing like Ginger and Sean's hips. And it's finally warming up, so the snow's melting. It reached 48 Fahrenheit, 9 or 10 Celsius today. There we go. Leg number 2. So all that's left is Roy's leg and possibly Roy's other foot. I'll probably sometime in the future just have you guys poll whether we do the foot or not. Yeah, age 65 and age 73. I'm wondering if they're going to pair up. They are already friends. But, Ginger did rebuff Sean once. I guess time will tell. That's not good. Timberwolf's here. McGee's there. Major... and Avalka and Sean run to him. Oh my god, he's so much faster. Or she. He's so much faster. Run, run, run! It would help if you hit. Oh, okay, you got a hit. Good, good, good. Yeah, woo, woo, that was close. The wolf got close enough to kick sand in my eye. Wolf used sand. It was mildly effective. All right, the other part of the equation here is the gatehouse. I think I'm going to do like a weird horizontal gatehouse like this. Yeah, so the entryway will be there. I mean, this is obviously long enough for the bowman to have a full shots at max range, so that's not really much of a problem. Yeah, that was really close. And McGee's melee is 2, so it's not like he could put up much of a fight. The wolf would get close and he would just start slapping, and yeah, well, we know how that would turn out. We've seen it. It's not good. Guests. You have 0 friends, Nairtons. I mean, you like Guitar Lilin, but, like, she's not counting somehow? Friends in Colony, like, she apparently doesn't count? She's just hot? Yeah, alright, whatever. Maddock, why are you starving? Oh, I probably forced you to make the leg. Yeah, I did that. Also, add a couple of corners to hide. I really haven't been using them, which is why I'm doing away with the whole idea. I could stand... Well, it would be really cheap to do. That's literally all I would have to do. So I guess I'll add it, because it's like an additional 2 walls or something. Yep, this is... Wow, she kicked your butt. You pissed her off. Wait, how'd that happen? Winifred made a contemptuous remark about Major's food preferences, which is the same as hers. I mean, she's a gourmand, so she might have just been snooty. And then it made him fight, and she just punched him over and over and over and over again. And he was just like, oh! It's like, are you sure you're bloodlust, not a masochist? Because it sure looks like masochism to me, bud. You didn't lay a finger on her. I think we just found your kink, bud. You like big, greedy women who punch you in the face. No, she's not big. But lazy gourmands. That's quite a preference. Alright. Pen animals. Hungry again? Ooh, well that's a bit tricky now. Because I really don't have anything for you to eat. Ducks, do you eat pemmican? Yeah, you eat processed food. Alright, I guess we'll put pemmican in there. Once the grow season's up, I'm obviously going to need to add a lot more hay grass. What I could do is I could add hay grass to the outside areas. Because we dipped into our vegetables multiple times. The other thing is I think all this zone here is going to be set to rice. I'm not going to rename it because I'm lazy. But rice is going to be more bang for my buck. And then this will be hay grass. This will stay heel root. So, Klein, are you quarrying? You were digging a compacted steel. Oh, that's why we don't have any stone. So let's stop the dig, have them go quarry, and get the granite we need for the rest of this project. Also, now that I zoom out, I'm gonna have to work real hard so that this doesn't end up looking like a swastika. Because it could completely accidentally kind of have a swastika look to it. It doesn't yet. It's obviously just bridges. But going forward, I will need to be cognizant. It reminds me of all the, like, the buildings that you only really know that they're like swastika shaped from like Google Maps from a sky view. It's like, yeah, you got to be more careful about that. They're convenient engineering patterns? Yeah, I mean, it's just like rotational symmetry. Plus, of course, the symbol is like thousands of years older than the Nazi Party. It just, it has a certain meaning nowadays that would be unwise to replicate. It does make me sad when, like, you've got people from East Asia that, like, visit America and wear, like Hindu swastikas for clothing, which do not look like Nazi swastikas. They are going the other way, and they're obviously different colors, and they catch hate for it from people who think they're not ignorant, who are ignorant. Again, like whatever. So what to research next? We have got sausage making. I'm going to queue up saunas because it was the runner-up last time I pulled. But if you want something other than saunas, you are welcome to vote against saunas. I just wanted to queue something up. Right. Looks like we're getting some repair done, which is great, because the shamblers definitely chewed up the walls quite a bit. There's a lot of damage kind of everywhere. So when stone is available, we'll, of course, be... Oh. That's weird. Let's fix that. I'll have this be tile, not flagstone, because it looks wrong. So when there's no granite available, they'll be repairing the walls, but that's super useful as well, because we are, we've got a lot of broken everything. More guests! Liana, you just were here, weren't you? Yeah, this is literally the person that was visiting, like, yesterday. Coming with a fast learner. I like this fast learner, because they can do a little bit of everything. So I'll try to befriend them, and they already like one person. That's a hell of a name. Arnold Chirelia or something. I'll call him Mr. Mutton Chops, but yeah, I'm gonna say no. Asceticism is, like, not bad, but I don't need him hating half the colony to his gender thing. And great memory does medical. I'll try, just because it wouldn't be bad to have another socialite to entertain guests, and also someone that does medicine. So Boli and Athlesia, or Alicia, or whatever her name is, will attempt to sway. One more minute in the polls, but it seems sauna is still the popular choice. Copy that. One of my guests is unrestricted? That's weird. I wonder why they wouldn't be. In fact, I can't restrict them. I can't click here. It's not possible to restrict her for some reason. I don't know why. She doesn't listen. Maybe because she was a combatant here. And, I don't know. Yeah. As About Done Taco says, if she dies, she dies. I agree. So leg number 3 is a little over halfway done. Of course, we still have the nose, but progress is definitely speeding up. Ooh, wow. Well, nice hit, dude. He was just like, spine crack, and it's like, just incapacitated the dough. We'll call it the Whamby Bambi. I'm trademarking that combat move. I think we have enough tree cut. There's like a lot of wood out here. We just need a haul. And I'll pause it over here as well. Also, I have no idea why I hit allowed sowing. Hopefully they haven't been planting potatoes in the forest. Alright, it is time to cook fine meals, carnivore fine meals. And this one is going to be... So I'm going to have two different bills. I'm going to have one for the fresh meat, and then one for the salted meat. And we're going to do fresh meat first, then salted meat, to try to keep things from spoilage. I'm assuming troll slab is not something that we want to eat. Alright, we'll raise this up to 26. Carnivore fine meals. Cook carnivore fresh. I can't even type. It doesn't matter. So the copy this, paste it, and this one will be including the salted. And I'm sure my guests are like, dude, you're hosting us and you're not even offering us meals? I know. I'm fixing it. And the growing season's here, so as soon as, McGee, what are you working on? Let's stop trying to sow trees and sow, food. I think that was the problem. They were sowing, like, the... Wait, how are you... Okay, stop that. Yeah, okay, now they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, finally. If we're relying that much on meat, let's just kill the rest of the easy to kill things. There's also a Tyrrell to the northeast. Copy that. Yeah, this was just one project. Bridges take a very long time. The granite castle walls and the bridges are like very long construction timers. Sourcing the material takes a while. We were also attacked by a lot of stuff. The Dreadmeld and the Siege and the zombies and, you know, it's just, so progress was slow. But we did make progress. There was at least still positive progress, so that's at least good in my book. Yeah, just a couple interruptions. Alright, guests didn't make any friends because my group of misfits here are not exactly friendly enough to make friends. Attempts were made, but they didn't go very well. And I think, because the first of spring is just around the corner, I'm going to stop feeding the fires and hopefully conserve some fuel. Alright, the last mechanical leg for Roy is ready. That was Roy's right. And then, after we get the nose done, I'll consider doing a foot for Roy as well. Sweet. So he'll be faster. Not fast, but faster. Because, yeah, when he had muscle parasites, him moving around at like 40% was just like, my god, man. So bad. So slow. Sweet. The end of the gatehouse, all set. Once the vegetables within this farm are done, including the Acacia, Rafflesia, and Psychoid, I'm going to shrink that even a little bit more. I will start to do hay grass outside the walls, because I know that we needed it. So I'm going to set up a grow zone for that here, but not trigger it yet. So this is going to be for hay grass. But I'm not gonna allow sowing, and I'm just painting it so that like future me can maybe have a snowball's chance in hell to remember that that was supposed to be done. Be like, hypothetically we'll get around to this, but realistically, I know me, I'll probably forget. Luckily, if you guys remember, it's good enough. And with Sean standing right here, let's go ahead and officially get rid of the wooden sections of the bridge so that we can make it all out of stone. So we've got a decent amount of meals. Because we're using fresh meat, we haven't really tapped into our salted meat stockpile that badly. We still have 3,400, which is about the same we had before. So we're stretching our food. So as to not have too much waste. To his pain now, he's still anesthetized, so it's a bad measure. But he should be faster and in less pain. I think the old Scar had pain. I could be wrong. Another project that we might want to consider soon is septic tanks. Because obviously I have a pretty good amount of biosolids for fertilizer, and I could probably start to just have a leach tank to not have so much sewage. Because it's the amount of sewage that we've got dealing with right now is a little stupid. Yeah, it does not look like it's in the cards to actually finish the bridge this stream. But we're getting fairly close. And they do point to opposite sides of the map, so these two are pretty helpful. Any enemy that comes to the northeast or northwest, I said that backwards, but northeast and northwest are manageable. Because we can lure them into the traps. So I think it's going to be a very significant benefit having them ready to go like that. Well, friends, having survived the onslaught of the anomalous and undead monsters, this is where I am going to leave off for this week. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Darkest Ages, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it. as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow knights.